Patrice, would you tell everybody what you do so that they can like
Hi
kind of get
everyone. Lovely to be here, first of all.
Yay!
I am a holistic sleep coach, so I help families with babies and sleep. It's all to do with helping them in a way that respects the baby as well. So kind of none of that cry it out or any of those things. My job kind of involves me being very grounded and getting triggered probably quite a lot. So for me, my core trauma was actually eye-opening. In the career choice that I've chosen, it's huge because my core trauma was the day I was born.
That is so awesome. Like, and I want to just ask you a couple questions inside of there. I know when you had read the book and you read my book first, did you ever think that that was going to be your core trauma ever?
Not a clue. I remember on a phone call to you, I was talking about something when I was 7 or 8 years old.
Right. You're like, no, it's like later on. But then it was like, oh my gosh, it was right here for you. And I really do love how, wow, eye-opening that is, because you help babies and then to like see where it actually started. Oh my gosh, this is really fascinating. So before you knew about us and did the 8-week, what were you struggling with? Like, what are some of the behaviors that you would do consistently that was really sabotaging?
I was only really thinking about this today. It's really funny because I've literally not thought about, like, in a broad picture who I used to be, and it's like actually that person was very different.
Right?
In just such a short space of time.
Yes.
But yeah, just kind of going through every day and really knowing when I'm self-sabotaging, and I hadn't a clue. It was like going through life with blinkers on, and as soon as you open up, it's like you've got these blinkers on and you take them off and it's like you can actually see clearly. So I was a control freak. Wanted to control everything, wanted to know all the steps before I actually went in and did it. I no self-worth, none whatsoever. Like literally just didn't feel like I was good enough for anything.
So amazing, right? It's really fascinating. Awesome. So inside of that, your trauma, Patrice, was actually as a baby, right? And like, can you remember a little bit about what were the decisions like because of that? As a result of that trauma, how did you start to see life through? Can you feel that inside of that decision?
Yeah, I pretty much hated everyone. I never realized how much I hated being in groups. And it was only when I actually looked at the trauma and my aligned self and my ego self, I realized that I was running those patterns a lot and pretending I was okay in groups and acting really confident, when actually I was literally, like, my wedding day was always going to be a disaster because I was in my core trauma. And because I was born into a room full of people and they were everywhere and they were doing things to me. And, you know, I didn't feel seen, heard, or listened to or anything. So my whole life was literally to do with that. And even with my dad, I always kind of felt like, oh, my core trauma is definitely linked to my dad. It's definitely linked to my dad. And it was a male doctor. You know, I was able to forgive my dad, and I've had beautiful moments with my parents and being able to really acknowledge it was hard for them too. And it's lovely.
Oh, awesome. I love that. Like, I didn't know the connection of how you had thought it was. I know that there was a people all around you. I didn't know that you had originally thinking it was your dad. So that's fascinating on how that would have like opened up a whole possibility of a relationship there. Is that what you're saying? I don't want to
family relationships.
Okay.
For me has the forgiveness, the openness, allowing them, they're actually opening up about their feelings in relation to it. I feel like it's actually helping them too. So it doesn't go to just me, it goes to all the people around me. You know, it spreads. Exactly. It's like everything is energy spreads.
Doesn't it? It does. It really multiplies pretty quickly. Okay, one other thing, and then we'll go back to Neil's. So as a result, so far of being in the program 7 weeks, you said that actually inside of the results you created in your business, or in any result, but even in your business, what has opened up for you there?
I'm still working on this at the moment to figure out what I actually want my business model to look like, because at the moment I'm not charging enough at all for my work. But what I have seen in the space of literally 3 weeks, I've taken in triple what I normally would.
Wait, let's just celebrate that for a second.
Yeah.
Triple what you normally have made, like triple.
I don't have the fear. You know, I used to be, I can only take 1 or 2 clients at a time. I can't manage it. And now I've got 4 or 5 clients each week and going, this isn't actually too hard. I made it hard.
I love that. I absolutely love that. Like, congratulations. That is huge. Like really, really awesome.
I've a long way to go in the business model side and really kind of building that up. But at the same time, how far I've come in being literally being confident enough to believe in myself.
Freaking huge. Freaking huge. I love it.